No Home Depots, no car washes. It was relatively calm today. ICE and Border Patrol seem to have just been roaming around LA with a few incidents at some Chevron stations and on the street, pulling people over and breaking windows again. So today is Tuesday, August 26th, and these are your ICE recaps for in and around LA. So the bigger story today was in Los Angeles on Arlington and Washington, where agents pulled up to a Chevron station. One man ran from his vehicle, went down the street. They chased after him and they caught him in the neighborhood nearby, brought him back and took him away. There were some reports that he might have been a tamal vendor, but he was not. He was just pumping gas. We also had another instance in Pasadena on Orange Grove and Los Robles. One person was taking a worker at the Audi dealership. Apparently he was just walking outside when they pulled up and snatched him. In Temple City at Rosemead, agents were also spotted pulling over a vehicle at the Super A Foods Plaza. We're unsure if anybody was actually taken there. And in Canoga Park, we also have a report on Sadako and Lurline, I don't know if I said that right, of a woman being taken from her vehicle after her window was smashed. In La Habra, we also have a report on at another Chevron on 110 South Harbor, where a young Asian woman was taken from her vehicle as well. A follower did send me this picture of a young Asian woman or child, it's hard to tell, that was inside of a van. It was being live streamed by the protesters down at the Federal Detention Center. So I can't confirm if that's the same person that was taken at La Habra. Still a disturbing image, and it's a sad image, and just what we're dealing with here. And in Camarillo, shout out to VC Defensa, Ventura County Defensa. They've been doing a good job of chasing ICE around and letting people know when they show up to their apartment complex, like they did in this video. And a bit of shocking news. You guys remember Border Patrol Isaiah Hodgson? He's the one that infamously assaulted a woman with his gun in a woman's bathroom down in Long Beach, and then later injured a police officer when he was resisting arrest. He was facing several criminal charges. He also, coincidentally, was the one that took down Adrian Andrew Martinez and Joe Garcia, the two U.S. citizens. Well, he apparently passed away. Agents found him in his home, or a home, not sure if it was his home, passed away. They quote unquote say there was no foul play, and they haven't exactly said how he passed away. Also, the LA Music Festival continues at the Downtown Federal Detention Center. That's been the 24-hour protest that has continued since June, when people first saw women and children handcuffed being taken into the Federal Detention Center. DHS police officers have been violently targeting and pulling protesters off the street into their newly fenced facility, and those protesters are not letting up. And talking about resistance, the new sleepers have been added at the Pasadena Westin Hotel and the Long Beach Residence Inn. People are still out there, folks. They're at Home Depots. They're at the hotels where they stay at. They're at the Federal Detention Center. These are small groups, but people are still being very vocal. Remember, stay safe, LA.